9th standard students, in science, we are going to learn the lesson Plant Physiology from Unit 19. In this video, you will know that plants do have certain autonomic movements, and also you can understand different types of movement in plants. Students, do you know the term physiology? Physiology is the study of the functioning of living organisms, animals, or plants. And also, physiology explains the functioning of the plant and animal tissues or cells. What is plant physiology? The field of plant physiology includes the study of all the internal activities of plants and chemical and physical processes associated with life as they occur in plants. Animals move for many reasons, such as to find food and a suitable habitat or to escape from predators. For many animals, the ability to move is essential for their survival. Is there movement in plants? Yes. Parts of the plants, their roots, their leaves, their stems, all are capable of movements and in fact move continuously. The movement in plants is mostly seen as bending, turning, twisting, or as elongation of plant parts. Locomotion. Locomotion means movement from one place to another, as seen in animals. This movement is absent in larger and complex plants, as they remain fixed to the substratum with their roots. But certain lower plants like unicellular forms, Chlamydomonas, or spores, gametes of bryophytes and pteridophytes, etc., show locomotion. Thus, the capacity of plants to change their position in response to stimuli is known as plant movements. What do you mean stimulus? A stimulus is anything that can trigger a physical or behavioral changes. The plural form of stimulus is stimuli. Stimuli can be external or internal. Plants are sensitive to external factors like light, gravity, temperature, etc. Now we are going to know about trophism. A tropism is a biological phenomenon which indicates growth or turning movement of a plant in response to an environmental stimulus. In trophisms, the response is dependent on the direction of the stimulus. Types of trophism. Based on the nature of the stimuli, trophism can be classified as phototrophism, geotrophism, hydrotrophism, thigmotrophism, chemotrophism. First, let us know about phototrophism. What is phototrophism? Here, photo means light. If you put a plant in a window, you may notice that after a few days, it has bent towards that window. This is because the plant needs sunlight to make energy, so it grows towards the light. The growth of a plant toward any stimulus is called trophism, and the growth of a plant toward a light stimulus is called phototrophism. So, movement of a plant part towards light is called phototrophism. Geotrophism. What is geotrophism? Here geo means gravity. If you were to put a plant on its side, you would notice that after a while the roots would start growing downward while the stem would grow upward. This response to gravity is called geotrophism or gravitrophism. The roots are exhibiting positive geotrophism or growth with gravity, while the stem is exhibiting negative geotrophism or growth against gravity. Hydrotrophism. What is hydrotrophism? Here hydro means water. The growth or movement of a plant towards or away from water is known as hydrotrophism. For example, roots often display hydrotrophism in growing towards a water source. Thigmotrophism. In Greek, thigmo means touch. Thigmotrophism is a movement in which a plant moves or grows in response to touch or contact stimuli. For example, climbing plants such as vines developed dendrils. These dendrils coil around supporting objects. This kind of coiling movement of plant parts due to touch is known as thigmotrophism. Chemotrophism. Here chemo means chemicals. Chemotrophism is the growth of plant parts navigated by chemical stimuli from outside of the plant part. An example of chemotrophic movement can be seen during the growth of the pollen tube. Fertilization of flowers by pollen is achieved because the ovary releases chemicals, that is sugar substances. These chemicals produce a positive chemotrophic response from the developing pollen tube. Next, let us know about positive and negative trophism. Trophism can be called positive or negative. Positive trophism is movement or growth towards a stimulus, whereas negative trophism is the movement or growth away from stimulus. The growth of a root of a plant towards the gravity is an example of positive trophism, while the growth of a shoot away from the gravity is an example of negative trophism. Nastic movement. Nastic movements in plants are reversible and repeatable movements in response to a stimulus. Nastic movements are non-directional responses. Nastic movements differ from trophisms in two ways. One is the direction of the response is independent of the direction of the stimulus. Another difference is changes in osmotic pressure rather than growth cause this kind of movement. Like trophisms, nastic movements are plant responses to environmental stimuli. Based on the nature of stimuli, nastic movements are classified as photonasty. Here light is the stimulus. Nyctinasty, darkness is the stimulus. Chemonasty, here chemicals are the stimulus. Hydronasty, the stimulus is water. Thermonasty, the stimulus is temperature. Geonasty, gravity is the stimulus. In thigmonasty, touch is the stimulus. Photonasty, the non-directional movement of a plant part, usually in the petals of flowers in responses to light, is photonasty movement. The stimulus in photonasty is light. Many petals of flowers open in the daylight and closed in the evening in response to the intensity of light. This is a growth movement in plants and an example of photonastic movement. So, some examples for photonastic movements are dandelion flower, moonflower, etc. Thigmonastic movement. The non-directional movement of a plant in response to the contact of an object is called thigmonasty movement. In the insectivorous plants, leaves like Drosera The tentacles show variation in movements on coming in contact with an insect. The stimulus touch of an insect is transmitted to the entire leaf and all the tentacles bend over the insect. Thermonastic movement. Thermonastic movements in plants occur due to the change in temperature. Flowers of a plant open with a rise in temperature and close with a drop in temperature. Sometimes thermonastic movement is associated with photonastic movement also. Students, let us recall what we have learned. Trophism, growth movement whose direction is determined by the direction of the stimulus is called trophism. Nastic movement. Nastic movement is the non-directional response of a plant part to stimulus. Phototrophism. Unidirectional movement of a plant part to light stimulus. Geotrophism is the response of a plant part to gravity stimulus. Hydrotrophism is the response of a plant part to water. Thigmotrophism. In thigmotrophism, response of a plant part to touch. Here touch is the stimulus. Chemotrophism. In this, response of a plant part to chemical substances. Thigmonasty. Non-directional movement of a plant part in response to touch of a stimulus. Photonasty. Non-directional movement of a plant part in response to light stimulus. Students, I hope you understood about the movement in plants. We will meet in the next video.